Hello, everyone. My name is Vernisa, and this is my podcast, Speak Up. Shout out to my new listeners out there. For those of you that don't know, the mission statement for this podcast is we'll use our voices to motivate people to overcome life's challenges through self-love and respect. So this is a place for self-love and respect. Hope y'all September is going well. This month has flew. I don't know where it went. But I'm excited for tonight's episode. I got a real special, dope, beautiful guest. Y'all give it up for Gina Views. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Welcome to SpeakUpJV. Yes, welcome back. I did a cool mini interview with you. I had to get you on for a full.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a media personality on the West Coast. I have a show called Effective Immediately that airs on Hip Hop Nation on Sirius XM, and then also have a podcast called Fessions.
Woo! Oh yeah, we definitely about to get into that.
Universe.
Yeah, actually, tell us about both. So tell us about into detail.
Well, the Gina Verse is pretty much for up and coming artists on the West Coast, just to give them the spotlight. That's pretty much how I got my start in media, doing things with up and coming artists on the West Coast. And then Fessions, that's where it get messy. I get in all the rappers' business. And then Effective Immediately, that's with me and DJ Head. That's our radio show.
Yes, congratulations, by the way. I remember when I last saw you was about to launch it.
Yeah.
Being in the work in progress. And I love me some Fessions. It gets me through my day. I'll turn that. Oh my God. Girl, you be getting there with those questions. I like how you break every guest apart. Like you break them open. Like they do not be ready.
A little spicy combo.
Yeah, those are the best. And it's very entertaining. It's just, I don't know, I love it. So congratulations on everything. So, I know you into music. I know you're a music head. You love music. I love music. So what made you first fall in love with rap music and ciphers?
I think it's pretty much just my family. My big sister is like a huge Tupac fan. So like my household was just like all like Tupac, West Side Connection, NWA, Snoop, Dr. Dre, like that's all that my family was into and listening to. And I ended up becoming like a fan of like bars and things like that when I got hip to Fabulous. No, it wasn't Fab. It was Wayne first. I was literally in the car with my best friend's big sister, and she was breaking down one of Lil Wayne's songs, and it was like I had heard the song before, but I never looked at it from that perspective. So I just got super like into it, and I'm one of those people like I get super addicted to something when I discover that it's hot. Like I get like too deep. I go into like a rabbit hole. And then my homeboy Michael, he had put me on, I don't know if it was There's No Competition 1 or 2, but it's one of Fab mixtapes. So he was telling me, he like, if you like Lil Wayne, you gonna like Fab. Now we're all like, already hip to Fab as far as like the girl records, but I wasn't like hip to him on the like the rapidy rap side. And I've been in love ever since.
Oh, I love it. I feel you too on the Lil Wayne breakdown. I still do that to this day.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're older, we can really understand what he meant with certain things. I'm like, oh,
exactly.
That's what he was saying. And back on Fessions real quick. Where did the idea come from? Like, where you're like, I'm gonna do a show just on this.
Long story short, I had met with this company and they went down my Instagram and saw that I didn't have like enough engaging content. And they said I needed to do something that showed my personality instead of just introducing these freestyles and ciphers and walking off the screen. I needed to show something that I needed to put out some sort of content that shows who I am and my personality and things like that. And this is the same week that Surviving R. Kelly came out. And these women was all telling their stories, and I'm like, dang, I wonder if I can get my friends to sit on camera and tell their stories, since I'm already the homegirl that everybody give they whole Fessions to. And then I just had like 3 of my friends text me their stories that they had told me previously, and then so like the first 3 episodes, I think it is, are like those are my homegirls' stories. They are archived now, but but that was pretty much how I started it.
I love it. Yeah, Surviving R. Kelly had me hooked. I'm like, what she say?
That shit was crazy.
It was too much for me to handle. So what makes Effective Immediately unique from other similar platforms?
Well, it's really Effective Immediately is so different just because you have 2 of the people in LA that kind of pretty much like represent the voice and the sound and the style of Los Angeles. So he's a pillar in the community. He's been doing this shit for 10 plus years. And then you got me, the person that he passed the torch to, who's also a pillar with, the up and coming artists and everybody that's like kind of on and cracking right now. So we just represent two separate eras, but the same era, if that makes sense.
I love it. Yeah, you guys bounce off each other very well too, other perspectives. So great balance. So I have to ask you this: what's one of your favorite rap songs of all time? If you had to choose one, what's like a main one that stand up to you?
Of all time?
Yes. Like
underrated by Party.
Okay. Yeah. I like how you got the answer quick too. It was ready.
I think that's my favorite song in general. I just like the way that he paints the picture and he's just talking about a female.
I heard that. Look, I'm all for the praising women. So, all right, you guys. Tonight's episode, in honor of the confident Gina Views, is through it. So we're going to have a good little episode about confidence, that relates to self-love and inner peace. I ain't did a confident episode in a minute, so I'm excited. So let's get into the Ask Up question of the night. So to my listeners out there, please comment and answer the question. I always go back and read the comments. I'm going to go first on my answer and then pass it to Gina. So the actual question of the day is, what's your favorite way to fuel your self-confidence? My favorite way is honestly speaking nice things to myself, and I like to be naked. I think that's one way you just embrace who you are, or just all of it, So that's my way. So what about you, Gina? What's your favorite way to fuel your self-confidence?
I think getting my hair done. Once you get your hair done, you a whole new bitch.
Right, a whole new.
Get your hair done, can't nobody tell you shit.
That's big. I'm like that with nails. Like I gotta keep my nails.
Yeah.
My thing. Okay, that's a great answer. So yeah, y'all comment out there. I would love to know. So tonight's episode's a little deeper than just confidence. We're gonna be talking about the importance of confidence through adversity. So it's been a lot of shit going on in the world, in life, and it's like I feel like sometimes it's a battle to hold your confidence. Especially when you've always had it. When something's trying to break you. My cousin passed away a few months ago. I've talked about that. And honestly, what's been helping me be confident through this adversity is actually putting myself together. I think starting my day, getting dressed, still going out there spreading light, that actually has been boosting my confidence, even through a tough time of grieving or, things going on. I feel like confidence stems from faith and a healthy, positive self-image. So those things go together. Any thoughts, Gina, on confidence and adversity?
I think it's very important to have self-confidence, especially like as a creator. We all experience discouraging moments. We all experience those times where we just feel like giving up, and it's just not, some days just are worse than others. Some days are better than others, but definitely having confidence and having faith go hand in hand with your success.
And I'm glad you brought up being a content creator, because you're right, it's so much rejection in that world, especially when you're just starting out putting your brand out there, and you still got to know you the shit even when somebody don't see it.
Exactly.
That's huge. So a personal question: so has there been a time when you faced like a life challenge and you were still able to be confident through it even though it was a struggle?
Hell yeah, I got fired from my job. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I moved into this expensive neighborhood. I bought an expensive car. And I just didn't know. I didn't know how to move forward. And it took a lot of prayer, a lot of conversations with people that I admire and look up to. And I got through it. I'm still standing.
Oh, yeah, I actually went to Jay Brock's panel, and I remember you speaking about that. And that was a very inspiring story. You opened up about that. So yeah. And also too, it's also important to accept your truth with staying confident. I think people put confidence with perfection. And I think the thing about confidence is actually our imperfections, our uniqueness, and things we've been through, like our battle scars. I think that's honestly what fuels it. It's an act of self-love when you do it. So in your opinion, okay, so now this is like on a different topic. In your opinion, what do you think makes a media platform a good resource for upcoming artists? And what do you think makes one not good for upcoming artists? And I know you've worked with different artists all around in your experience with music.
Definitely what make the platform good for the artist is if the platform has exposure. That's the only way that it'll work for the artist. A lot of these artists, we want to do interviews on platforms, and it's not going to do anything for them if the platform doesn't have a fan base that's going to support you, or if the artist doesn't have a fan base that's going to support the platform.
That's a big one. So yeah, you recommend them doing their homework first.
Yeah. And they need to have a fan base. It's no point in people like getting interviews and doing interviews if nobody's going to go watch the damn show.
That's true. All the energy and stuff that goes into it. Ooh, so I hope y'all taking notes out there, all artists. Like, that's a big one. And you know, back on the topic, sometimes adversity can come from surrounding ourselves with the wrong environment. So I mean, in my experience, I've had to take accountability for who I was putting myself around, telling my business to, things like that caused certain challenges in my life. You know, sometimes I think it's important to like self-reflect every few months on your circle. Like,
Right.
That's huge. Have you experienced that like in your career, like, you know, elevating like you are and just seeing like, you know, having to change certain things about your environment?
Yeah, but I think that like the environment, we have to accept accountability for the places that we put ourselves in. So at the end of the day, it isn't always your fault, but it's your responsibility to fix or change it. My friend group is so solid. Like we've been friends since we was 11 years old. Anybody that comes around me, we end up locking in and we be friends for a really, really long time. I'm a loyal person. I'm a great friend. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm that person. I'm that friend. But I have experienced people who are not so kind to me, or, you know, the energy is not reciprocated. But that's my fault for not being able to read a situation or read a room the correct way.
Oh, that was a great answer. I love that. Like, solid friendships only. That's huge. And I want to say this too, you know, when you're elevating too, you got to be careful with being around an insecure environment. Sometimes people get comfortable with you in certain levels. And I think when you start to elevate and like, let's say they're not, or they're insecure and want to stay stagnant, that's where that poison could come from as well too.
Yeah, they'll bring you down.
Like, oh, you doing that?
Confident. Everybody around me strong.
I love that. You got, yeah, because people be like, oh, you starting that? How you get that idea? And it's like, I don't need to hear that when I'm trying to do my thing. Like, but yes, I love it. It is now time for the tweet up segment. See, I know I like to be on Twitter. That I tweeted this episode is elevate and take confidence. So take it with you, like even that confidence that you had through the pain, have it when you shining too. I've been learning to embrace the good moments, you know. I think, you know, I've been through a lot of things growing up, and like, you know, I'm definitely in a chapter where things have turned around, and it's like, I'm gonna let that light shine with it. It doesn't have to always be like, oh, I'm going through this, I'm stuck in this certain energy. You know, the more you elevate, the more you'll have to elevate your confidence. I think that's the big one. And, you know, and feeling worthy when it does come. You know, have you ever felt any changes with yourself? So, you know, like, you know, you've been experiencing a lot of success. So, you know, as you've been growing, how has that been for you? Like just elevating new chapters, seeing yourself in new rooms?
I haven't, like when I'm in the moment, I haven't like done a good job of like enjoying it, because in my mind, like it's just a moment. It's not, it's just it's a quick experience. And I'm more so worried about like the long-term thing, which I don't like that I don't enjoy the moment when I'm in it, because I've had like a lot of good moments. Then I'll look back and be like, oh shit, that was great, but I didn't enjoy it while I was in it. So I do want to do a better job of that.
That's a great answer, but I appreciate your transparency with that, because I feel like we all need to work on the mindful. Because I always tell myself this: we're mindful when things are bad. Think about it, something pissed you off. You know, you feel that, but then what about when it's happy? So I like that. So with your media platform being where it is today, what is something that you would tell the early version of yourself, you know, when the platform was just starting out, like a piece of advice or something, or a reminder you would want to tell yourself?
Everybody not gonna like you. You will get told no. It ain't no formula to this shit. Just do it. Stop thinking about it. Take it off the whiteboard and put it into action.
Just do it. Oh, I love that.
You're gonna die.
I love that. Like, I turned 30 this year, and I'm really, I don't give a fuck has been very heavy, and I love it. I've been loving it. Like, I'm like, this is great. Like, that's a big one. But you guys, it is now time for the Life Up segment.
You're cooking, huh?
So the Life Up segment is when I take the episode, I compare it to a problem with today's world or something. So tonight's Life Up is taking in people's online / in-person opinion allowing adversity to make you forget your strength and confidence, and taking in other people's negative projections when attempting to keep your mindset balanced.
Mm-hmm.
These is huge, especially with social media. Like you said, you're posting stuff, doing things. Not everyone gonna like it, or they gonna have like an opinion about it. And it's like, I learned really to not give a fuck and still be my confident self anyway. Because even if you're doing great things that everyone agrees with, someone's still gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. So I have a question. So being in the media constantly on camera and in the spotlight, have you ever read an opinion or rumored about you that wasn't true? If so, how did you pivot through it?
Yeah, when I was at my last job, I definitely used to read a lot of like comments about me that I couldn't believe. I'm like, how the fuck did they come up with that? Like, that's not even that's not even true. But definitely I stay out the comment section. It's a very humbling environment. And I'm a serial blocker. I block whoever.
Look,
I utilize my features.
That I'll pay it for it.
Yeah, I block whoever. It don't matter. You say something I don't like, you getting blocked.
I love that button. I need to use it more often, actually. Shit. Giving me ideas. Hey, y'all, how do we fix this? Yeah, like push the block button. That's the answer to that life up. Block it all out. It is now time for the drink up segment. If you listening out there, please pull out some water and drink some water. And I got a water fact for tonight. Tonight's drink up water segment is stay hydrated. The area under the eye is extremely, can I say this word? Whatever, sensitive to dehydration. Drinking enough water can do wonders for under eye skin. So let's keep these eyes looking good. Let's eliminate these bags. Keep that skin glowing and feeling good. Drink your water even though it's about to get cold. That is the drink up for tonight.
That's a good tip. Last year, I actually was dehydrated so bad that my under eyes broke out. Looked like I had black eyes, and my skin was peeling.
Really?
Like, yeah. No, my skin was fucked up. People didn't know because I was just covered with makeup. Out of the makeup, my face was real fucked up. But I found out I was dehydrated.
Wow. So look, we got a personal experience right here, y'all. Let's drink the water. Water do so much. I love reading these facts I'm like, I didn't know water could do that. So let's do it, y'all. Now back to the episode. So who is someone that you would really like to interview on Fessions and why? Like, if you could crack anybody open, who would it be on there?
I want to sit down with Vince Staples.
Okay. I can see that happening too.
I want to talk to Vince Staples.
Just
I feel like he would be one of the ones that wouldn't fall victim to my hot seat. I think he'd kill it.
Okay, give you a run for your money on there, huh? See what...
Yeah.
You be cracking. It's funny too because the guests be starting off all hardcore, and then you get in there, they be like, "Oh,
break them to give them a shot, break them right on down."
Right? Oh my goodness, I'll be on there crying. Like I be laughing out loud. Literally, it take a lot for me to laugh out loud at a podcast. So I love it. It is now time for the Poet Up segment. So y'all know I like to write poetry, so this keeps me accountable. Here's a quote or two from one of my poems. This is from my poem Resilient. I'm a big girl. I know how to put myself together when I fall apart. Life is full of challenges, but I accept them because I know I have the ability to rise high after I fall low. The world has kicked me while I was down, but I still got up fighting. The world threw me in the ocean, but I still came back swimming. I refuse to drown in a world of sorrows. That was my Poet Up for tonight. Now back to the episode. So, Miss Gina, what's your favorite positive affirmation you like to say to yourself?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Love it. No, for real. Why was I driving today and I saw a advertisement for a lawyer and it said they not like us. I was like, oh, they already own it. I was on there. I love it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got to remind yourself every day.
I got a daily reminder at 8 a.m.
At 8 a.m. I'm going to put a little reminder on my phone. That's a good idea. I have quotes everywhere, all over the place. That's how I stay. Good one. It is now time for the show up segment. So this is the show up segment. If you're out there listening, please comment. I would love to read you guys a show up. So how did y'all show up for yourself this week? So how did I show up for myself this week? You know what? I showed up for myself this week. I took a mental health break, like a break from social media. I'm on media a lot, doing a lot of different things. And I had a good night out last night with the homies. So that's
Okay.
how I showed up for myself this week. So Gina, how did you show up for yourself this week?
I showed up for myself this week. I took a chance and I betted on Prize Picks and I won $200.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, that's the best when it come back to. That's
I
definitely
was a little
showing up.
scared. Like, I'll take my little $8, but you know.
Oh, look, the way these prices is, give me
Make
that, run that
money.
200.
Yeah.
So this is a big one. So what advice would you give to a media personality who wants to get well-known guests on their platform? So like, what's like a good networking tip, basically, in your opinion?
Don't let your goal to be to get well-known people on your platform. Get people who you have access to, and people that you have relationships with, and then let those big name guests come in and be more of a genuine thing.
Good one. Hope you're out there taking notes on that one. And I like to ask all my guests a fun question. So, has there ever been a guest on Whole Fessions that you were a little nervous to interview? If so, what made you nervous about it?
I was nervous with my Geechee Gotti episode because my my videographer, she got like a last minute call to go do something like super fucking big. I want to say it was for like Disney or something, and I couldn't let her miss that just to shoot the interview for me. So I told her, I was like, just set the cameras up, and then I'll press the record button. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
You was in there
So
like,
I was so worried about the cameras that I forgot about the audio.
oh,
Yeah. And the audio was like choppy. It was like cutting in and out and stuff, whatever, just because I wasn't monitoring it. Because I was worried about the cameras. So I was very nervous that day.
very nice. And it's crazy with cameras and audio because you never know. Sometimes it's not recording. I used to do this show with my best friend, and we've done episodes where we did the whole episode and the shit wasn't even recorded. Like, like, dang, I sat there. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's a good reason to be nervous. I don't blame you on that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then okay, wait. So and also too, off that question, like has there been one like you was like nervous to like poke the questions at? Like, you know, like because of their answer, you didn't know or you guys' chemistry.
People know when they come in the Whole Festions what they coming for, and I always ask before the episode, is there anything you don't want to talk about? And so it's up to them. If they don't tell me yes or no, if they don't say don't ask me if I'm in a relationship, then I'm gonna ask if you're in a relationship. So
I love that.
Yeah, I always ask before the interview goes on. I'll ask them like, what do you not want to talk about? And afterwards, after I put them in the hot seat and get in their business, I'll pose the question: is there anything you want me to take out? But people know what they coming for when they come to Whole Fessions.
You already know what's up. I love that. And they're nice and comfortable. I think we'll get through too. Is that shot? You need that shot real quick.
Yes. Yeah, the shot fuck them up.
It is now time for the wrap up segment. So how does this relate to self-love? Self-love is loving yourself enough to let your confidence push you through the adversity. That's all. Confidence is a part of self-love, and we need it sometimes as a bridge when we're going through those tough times. So, Ms. Gina, how do you practice self-love?
I'm a Leo, so we just love ourselves just off the rip. I got pictures of myself all over the house.
So you like,
and I like to focus on me and put my phone on D&D. So can't nobody get through, ain't nobody stressing me out. And a lot of people don't understand why my phone is on D&D, but messages and phone calls really stress me the fuck out. It give me anxiety. But I gotta put me first, Lucius. So I put my phone on D&D.
I love D&D, and I can't stand the people that push notify anyway. I'm like, you on the block for that.
I got that shit off. You hit notify anyway. I still ain't gonna get it.
I ain't gonna know. Oh, that's a setting. Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
You gotta turn everything off.
Oh, literally. Okay, because some of these dudes be getting bold. Like, who is you? You ain't gotta like that. Notify anyway.
It's a little bossy.
So, and also, this is a final question I love to ask all my guests. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for my authenticity. Me being genuine, me being from where I came from, the rose that grew from concrete. That's
Mhm.
what I really think I am. I went through a lot in my childhood. My family is very dysfunctional,
Mhm.
and being that I'm, standing strong and being a great representation of the family, I think that's the most important thing that I want to be known for.
Oh my, that was beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful answers I got on here. It was fun. Oh my, I feel that. Yes. And remember, you guys, God, let me come back to the screen. Remember, you guys, confidence is sexy. Look,
It look good as fuck.
it look good as fuck. Even when the person they all that to me physically, but when they confident, it's something about it. Like, okay, show that confidence even when you're going through it. Like, make it look good. I love like, make it like wear that sexy, that battle scar. And also wear your confidence proud.
Yes.
I appreciate you, Gina, for coming on. This was a dope ass conversation. Thank you again. And before we go, can you shout your information out? Where can people find you? All your platforms, all that.
Oh, I want to be known for being one of the leading Black ladies in hip hop.
You already that.
Yeah, that's what I want to be known for.
You're done already.
You can follow me everywhere at Gina Views.
Look, just like that, y'all. Gina Views. And follow Effective Immediately as well.
Yes, Effective Immediately.
Fashions, all of it.
Gina.verse, Let's Rap CD. It's all here.
And I appreciate y'all tapping in. Tell your friends about SpeakUpJV every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Follow at SpeakUpJV. My personal is at Vernisa. That's Visa Victor ERNISA on Twitter. Everything. I love y'all. I'll be back with another dope episode. I really enjoyed tonight's episode. And make sure y'all tune in and tap in with Gina. Her show is amazing.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great week. Love y'all.
All righty. Bye.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh.